change. Change can be very scary. No one's denying that. I mean, no matter how old you get, humans are used to routine. Well, somewhat. So, if anything throws a wrench into the pan, it's gonna be a little jarring. But change can be a great thing. I mean, I'm just not talking about from a physical perspective, from a physical placement perspective, but where you're at spiritually. I am so different today. I hope I am in my spiritual walk than I am, say, a decade ago, maybe. I've preached at a few churches. I'm a senior at Johnson University. I think I know more now than I hope I know more now than I did then. It'd be pretty sad if I just knew the same things. But yeah, they ought to, and I'll even give you some biblical examples of change being a great thing. I mean, if God having the hour change to take place, I mean, David would have never, well, I shouldn't say never, but David definitely as quickie wouldn't have been considered to be king as he was, and now for all his faults, he's still one of the greatest kings. He's still one of the greatest kings ever, really. And God still calls him a man after his own heart because of his willingness to serve him, in spite of himself and in spite of his flaws. I'll give you a more practical example. I used to think the best way to talk to homosexual people, maybe, well, not really talk to them, just, really kind of berate them. Just be talking about God and how wrong they are and everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's not conducive to a healthy relationship. Change had to occur. Now, there's a bit of a stigma in Christian life, especially in people that have been in many Christian life, especially, that you have to constantly be changing. I mean, there's a saying that God wants you to constantly grow in your spiritual walk, and that's true. I'm not saying it's against that, but I'm also not saying you don't have to feel like you have to constantly be in flux. You have to constantly be changing. Because for my money, someone who's constantly changing isn't really able to grasp the enormity of where they've come from or where they're at right now. Just enjoy themselves right now. If you spend all your time working on the future, which again isn't a bad thing, I'm not saying that, but if you spend all your time working on the future you'll miss some things in the present. I mean, if your mind's always in the future, your mind's never right where you're at. I hope I'm making sense. But even among just non-Christians that can apply. I mean, a lot of people who are not married, myself included at one time, seem to think I was on some sort of timetable. Yeah, I have to get married by this point, I have to have kids by this point, but, and that was like what, that week? But, but that was a time ago. Now I'm not even sure if I want to get married or want to have kids. It is not right now. I'm happy where I'm at right now. I mean, like I say, I'm a senior at Johnson. I hopefully know y'all more now than I did then. So I think a relationship would just distract me right now. That, and also there's not anyone I'm particularly interested in, but enough about my romantic life or lack thereof. The thing to remember about change, when it needs to happen, it'll happen. I mean, there's no rush. I mean, we all have the same allotted 24-hour day. I mean, in a perfect world, we'd all live nice and healthy lives, and no, that doesn't always happen for a lot of people. But if you rush it, you run the risk of missing something really great right now. I don't know where you're at, but I'm here to tell you that you're not on a timetable. Change will happen when it happens. And change is a scary thing, but change is a great thing. If you surrender your mind to God, which can be hard to do even for myself at times, even for Christians, if you try to surrender your mind to God and say, okay, God, I'm gonna try to give it to you. I mean, okay, but I'm gonna try to give it to you, and yet you worry about it. Then it'll be as good as gold, because anything yet with God is the absolute best place it can be. Change can be used to help you grow. I know it can be scary, but I'm here to encourage you. Don't fall away from it. Embrace it. And whenever you feel scared or whenever you feel alone of it, I'll remind you of some of the scriptures. I'm not gonna yoke each of them up, but like I say about David and Saul, and of course Saul was the catalyst to bring about that change, but it was in God's plan. I don't think God ever intended for Saul to be a permanent king, which, I mean, no worthy man is ever going to be a permanent king, but you get what I mean. Change is best yet up to God. Change is not best yet rushed, because if you rush it, you'll end up either missing out on something or you'll end up completely messing something up. because you in such a rush. You're not on a timetable. Even if the world thinks you are, you're not. Things will happen for you when they need to happen for you. If you just keep at it, you just honor God, and you each day try to say, Lord, I give my role to you. I'm going to live for you to the best of my ability. Just protect me and my family today. Then this constant flux of change that's the world seems to be in. Help your word and me to truly stand. Guys, I love you. God bless you. And I'll see you next week.